before the start of the knockout rounds. Okay, he was asked whether he would want to qualify for the World Cup or win Copa América. So which one would you, Alejandro Moreno, rather? Help us answer the question. Soteldo said he would rather qualify for the World Cup.
100% qualify for the World Cup. I mean, it's not even in the same realm of discussion. The World Cup has now become an obsession for Venezuela. It has never happened. We were always thought of as the underdog in CONMEBOL, the weakest team in CONMEBOL, and for the last 30 years, there's been a gradual improvement in that drive to make it to the World Cup. We've gotten close, but not quite there. Copa América, as great a competition as it is, it doesn't compare to a possibility of qualifying to the World Cup. So I know some people will say, well, what about the trophy? Okay, you know what? I love me some Copa América. You can keep the trophy. I want to go to the World Cup. In fact, I'll come out of retirement for the World Cup, even though they probably won't select me.
There it is. Herc, what do you think?
I understand what Ali's saying, but I'm putting myself, like, let's say I play for Georgia, the Georgia national team.
Okay.
And if you ask a player
Dogs.
from Georgia, yeah, let's go Dogs. If they would rather win the Euros,
Right.
if they would rather win the Euros
Right.
or qualify for a World Cup, part of me thinks that they would say the Euros.
So to me, the issue.
But they'd never been to a World Cup, so they would probably feel the same as Ale.
You
like,
think so?
A World Cup is, I don't know, man.
Well, what's the big difference? You don't have to qualify for Copa America.
Right.
If you're to win the Euros, qualifying for the Euros sometimes is harder than qualifying for the World Cup.
Canada qualified for the Copa America.
So qualified. To Ollie's point, Venezuela always knows they're going to be in the next Copa America.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah.
Georgia never knows if they're ever going to get into another European Championships, much yet a World Cup.
Correct.
So the qualifying factor is so difficult for Venezuela, and hence why they've never been.
Well, not this go around, expanded field. So, you know, knowing that, I would probably say Copa America is expanded field.
Well, the one thing about Soteldo is, though, he's not from Venezuela. He's from a country that has been to a World Cup before. So maybe, I would think from his perspective, maybe that achieving the World Cup wouldn't be as much as a Georgia or a Venezuela, and therefore maybe winning a trophy would be of much. Where do you come down on?
I just think that you work your entire life as a footballer to play in the biggest tournament in the world and the pinnacle of our sport, which is a World Cup. I don't work my entire life to play in Copa America.
Yeah, it's
because you're there already. If you make the national team, you're going to be in a Copa America.
So there we have it. Not a lot of agreement with, or everybody in agreement, I should say, with Jefferson Soteldo.
About both.
There you go.
About both.
Yeah,
we do both.
Well done,
I like both.
Yes.
Give us a vamos. Give us a vamos Venezuela.
Don't get greedy.
Come on.
Don't get greedy after 30 of not qualifying ever. So you might as well get them both.
Hey, they're coming now. Fourth place in CONMEBOL. Fourth place.
Casey, relax, Mr. Positivity. Relax.
All right, there is Alejandro Moreno working late on the East Coast, and we appreciate his time here on Fútbol Américas. Look at that. We got a five-a-side team brewing here. We will be back on tomorrow night, right after Vamos Venezuela against Canada. It's CONMEBOL against CONCACAF, and all five of us will be on the air right around 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow after the second of the four quarterfinals at Copa América.